Previously on the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. Fiji were crowned men's champions 2019.
Pure vintage Fiji Rugby Sevens, the best seven side in the world.
Whilst New Zealand took the women's title.
The series championship trophy is back in the hands of the New Zealand team.
Now a new season has begun. 5 continents, 12 cities, 28 teams. Welcome to Dubai for the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. Welcome to a scorching Dubai for highlights of the hottest action from the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. It's back, it's bigger, and it's better than ever. Celebrating its half-century, the 50th edition of the Dubai Sevens would be played out over 3 days of intense competition. 12 women's and 16 men's teams each vying for their respective titles, and ultimately vital World Series points.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
We are back.
So are we. We're faster. We're stronger. We're here to win.
Gagner.
Manumalo to be champions. You won't stop us. We're coming for you.
It's our year.
Vamos, это наш гол. Allez,
So we are.
Bring it on.
This season's expanded 8-stop women's series had got underway in Glendale, Colorado, where last year's runners-up, the USA, had secured a vital home win against Australia in the final. Heading into the weekend, USA sit top of the series leaderboard ahead of Olympic champions Australia and defending World Series champions New Zealand. It's all set to play for in the searing desert heat of Dubai. So 12 teams are split between 3 pools, with USA, Canada, Russia, and Brazil making up Pool A, Australia, Spain, Ireland, and Fiji in Pool B, and New Zealand, France, England, and Japan in Pool C. First up, Pool B, and Spain took on Ireland in the opening match on day 1. It was a tough battle that went right to the wire.
Spain press and probe, looking for an equaliser in the dying seconds. The ball retention is good, and Garcia, she started it really with the bust upfield, and she'll be the one to finish. We're all square, and the opening match kick to come.
But it was Maria Garcia who just had the work rate to be able to be there in support, identify where the space was.
Saw an opportunity, and then the kick to win it from the side. Spain waited till the final moment. Ireland fall away. Spain 12, Ireland 10.
Australia have never lost to Fiji in 21 previous meetings, yet despite missing some key players, they stormed to a convincing win, notching up 38 points. And with a try from a series debutante.
Here's the touch. Oh, what a first touch! What a step! And that is why Georgia Hanaway has been selected in this Australian squad. What a way to make your debut on the series.
Bounces off the left foot, a cheeky little chink off the right foot, so well balanced and so quick. You can see the determination in the face. She saw she had the support on the left-hand side. No, I've got this myself. Welcome to the World Series, Georgia.
That is a really bright start for the green and gold. 38 points to 0 over Fiji.
Against Spain, Australia continued to dominate, racking up 6 tries to win 38-5 and seal a place in the quarterfinals.
Really well connected. These new players. Oh, the ball in the hands. Hanaway had no right to get it away. Nathan clung on.
Georgia Hanaway takes it into contact, somehow gets that flick away, but to regather that in one hand, Faith Nathan, well done.
After losing their opening game on day one, Fiji had a point to prove as they squared up against Spain. It was a tight affair, ending in a draw.
Now on the angle, leader Abina with a little fend. She ran a brilliant line, got the pass.
But it came from the turnover there from Spain. They stayed patient in defence.
19 points apiece.
Leave it wide.
In their final pool match against Ireland, it was a must-win game for Fiji, and they didn't disappoint. Big tackles and 2 tries by the lightning-fast Anna Maria Naimasi secured the much-needed victory.
Fiji hold them out. Whoa! Once more! That's the way to do it. Lane is cut in half. Fiji off the back of a big hit might go 80 metres to finish it off. It'll be a big run to the end, but it's the tackle that steals the show. Fiji 28, Ireland 12.
So 3 wins from 3 for Australia, who topped Pool B, and a win and a draw apiece for both Fiji and Spain meant both teams advanced to the quarterfinals. Canada, runners-up in Dubai 2018, had looked on course for a comfortable opening Pool A victory, but had to battle hard in the second half to stop a spirited Russian comeback.
Molesky does superbly. Boys up. Canada. Putting some beautiful faces together on the outside. That's a money ball. Charity Williams says thank you very much. And Canada scored their first try here in the second half.
That was a well-worked phase play by Canada. They broke them down the left, and as soon as you make that one-line break, then Russia's defence was just scrambling across the field, sucking in. So Canada knew they were going to have that overlap.
24-19, 5 points of difference.
Series leaders USA had to fight back against Russia to seal an emphatic 33-14 victory with 2 tries from captain Alev Kelter.
Thomas reaches to the heavens with that. As Doyle goes on the angle, it's Kelter! She'll cut you like a pair of scissors!
Oh, what a line. Completely cuts against the grain. That's textbook.
It's the United States that get the job done here against Russia by a score of 33 points to 14.
Victory over Brazil would secure Russia's quarterfinal spot, but it took a spirited comeback after trailing at halftime for Russia to take the win and book their place in the final 8.
Chance here for Russia, big overlap, all they've got to do is shift it. Opportunity for the score, and they're there, it's Danilova. Russia have come from behind to beat Brazil here by 22 points to 7.
The battle for North American pride and the top spot in Pool A saw USA dominate Canada with their biggest margin win of 34-10 over their arch rivals.
And they go the same way, Gastidis. And Ember bumps off the Canadian defender. Cheetah Ember, rambunctious play.
And then the just sheer power by Cheetah Ember to finish it off. Look at that. Sit down.
34-10, the USA have beaten Canada.
So USA top Pool A, winning 3 out of 3, followed by Canada and Russia, who both secure a spot in the knockout stages. First up in Pool C saw the crunch match between France and England. It was France with all the answers this time, dominating play with an impressive 5-try victory over England.
And now a little bit of space, some room wide, and plenty of speed as well. Coralie Bertrand just put the foot down, back to herself, and she makes England suffer once more.
You can see she was starting to show body language that she was quite gassed, and Coralie Bertrand, she's a workhorse.
What a start for the French, 29 points to 0.
England were looking to end a 13-match losing streak to New Zealand, but despite an early try, the Black Ferns romped to an easy 40-12 victory.
Into the hands of Broughton. Gail Broughton, she offloads to Stacey Walker.
And the skill here, Gail Broughton, just a little show and go, commits the last defender, and a nice little offload to Stacey Walker, who bags a double.
They've beaten England here. by 40 points to 12.
The final act of the pool stages was a nail-biter between the undefeated France and New Zealand. The Les Bleus held firm to record only their second ever victory over the Kiwis.
Oh, what a ball for Okemba! Are you kidding? How did she get that away? New Zealand will chase, but it's clear territory ahead for Seraphine Okemba. Off the ball by Coralie Bertrand. The effort, the energy, the hustle from France. 19-14, they beat the defending champions.
So France topped the standings in Pool C after their historic win over New Zealand, with both teams moving on to the quarterfinals. As the heat of the competition draws to a close, the quarterfinal knockout matches have been decided, with the final 8 teams vying for their place in the semifinals. More of that later. Straight after the break, the men's 2020 HSBC World Series gets underway here in Dubai. Welcome back to the party atmosphere here in the Dubai desert at the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. Time now to get the men's season underway. The 10-stop 2020 men's competition starts here in Dubai, heading directly to Cape Town next weekend. Reigning World Series champions Fiji will look to get their 2020 campaign off to a flyer by claiming back-to-back titles here in Dubai. But with the Tokyo Olympics on the horizon, there are sure to be plenty of teams bringing their A-game to the pitch in what is said to be the most competitive season so far. With 16 teams, the 4 pools look like this, with the top 2 teams qualifying for the knockout stages. Action got underway with emotional scenes as Samoa paid tribute to the lives lost due to a devastating measles outbreak in the country. The Samoans ground out a tough victory, beating the Canadians 19-12.
Cutting inside, Alofipo. He has added impact. Aliza Peta, Alofipo, with an absolute stunner of a left foot step, and he will stroll in for the go-ahead score. They've beaten Canada in Pool C here by 19 points to 12.
Samoa had to come from behind again to beat Wales, scoring 5 tries to wrap up the victory and confirm their place in the Cup quarterfinals.
And snap it back away from Samoa, and they in turn give it back to Samoa again, and away they go. The men in blue, the feet are excellent, and so is the put down from Paul Scanlon.
Desperate to get that man with ball in hand, Scanlon, you can see why.
Full time, Samoa 31, Wales 12.
New Zealand were always in control in their matchup with Canada. All Black Celeste Reasi scoring a hat trick to seal the win and set up a decider with Samoa.
Oh, it's another line break from Celeste Reasi.
Gets squared up, another hitch kick. We saw him for the first half with Webber, but then off he goes. Not one finger laid on him.
New Zealand come away as victors.
In the pool decider, Samoa had the early lead, but New Zealand stormed back with 6 tries to take an impressive 40-7 win.
Mickelson scoops on this one superbly. Oh, good skills. Joe Webber gets it to Malea with a step. Sione Malea, New Zealand, strike again.
Sione Malea making it look so easy.
Superb victory here against Samoa by 40 points to 7.
So in Pool C, New Zealand topped the group with 3 out of 3 wins, and Samoa runner-up and safely through to the quarterfinal stage. In the opening match in Pool B, a 7-try Australian extravaganza helped seal a 45-21 win against Scotland.
Skelton, another big step. Skelton goes up the middle. He's angry. Skelton for the line. He's got wheels as well. Gerald Skelton, the stutter step and the dive. Cool as you like.
Got the ball at a bit of a standing start, but a massive step off his left foot, just cut right against the green of the Scottish defence.
Then our triumphant here, 43-14 against Scotland.
Ireland's debut as a core team saw them take on the USA, but the 7 Eagles were put under pressure and claimed victory by only the narrowest of margins.
We're looking for Baker's first touch as Brown skips out of one. Lasalle Brown. Oh, what a ball! Baker on the outside. Bye-bye, Baker. Beautiful to watch. It's Perry Baker that is back in the desert. That jaw is smiling.
Sucks in the defence, gets the offload away, and there is no catching Perry Baker down the wing.
Final score, 24-19. It's the United States that beat Ireland.
In the much-anticipated pool decider between Australia and USA, 2 tries by Hutchinson secured the win and the top spot in Group B for Australia.
Fualau getting in a bit of trouble, and Australia have possession. And Henry's onto it like a flash. They had their 3rd try. The USA being well beaten here by the Aussie Sevens, 24 points to 12.
So Australia topped the pool with an unbeaten record in the knockout stages for the 2nd time in a row in Dubai, with USA's runners-up. A tight battle in the opening match in Pool A saw France hold off Argentina for a narrow win, 12-10.
Punch it out through. It was ripped by Blue. Loose and Brahwa looks up. Brahwa! Little T. Terry scoots away and makes it a 10-point game.
And this guy's still showing at an old age that he can go.
It's full time. France 12, Argentina 10.
Series champions Fiji took the early lead against Argentina, but a late Fijian yellow card proved decisive, and Los Pumas secured the win to end a 7-match losing streak against the Islanders.
Hands on the floor, though. Another penalty. They've been racking up against Fiji, and here it is. Here's the winner. It's Marcos Moroni. They have beaten the series champions Fiji here, and didn't they deserve it? Argentina beat Fiji by 24 points to 21.
Argentina needed to score as many points as possible in their final pool match against Japan and crossed for 5 tries to run out 33-7 winners.
Argentina. Echard. Good feet from Bazan Velez, and strength on the other side as well.
Bazan Velez very much the Messi of this Argentinian Sevens team.
Full time, the score 33 points to 7 in Pool A.
Fiji had won 14 matches in a row against France, but it was Le Bleu this time who turned the tables and took the win.
Tuai with the feet. Tuai. In, away, Tuai!
Always probing the way he runs. Outstanding, Jerry Tuai.
Full time, 24-14.
So Fiji missed out on the Cup quarterfinals for the first time ever in Dubai. The series champions finishing 3rd behind France and Argentina on points difference. On day 1, England never really looked threatened in their opening match, and a 6-try haul sealed an easy win over Spain.
Burgess hurrying in now, forcing the error. Burgess! Try!
Well, the first thing he did when he got up after scoring the try is say, Harry, for the good work before this, the intercept.
Full time, the score 36 points to 7.
An all-African affair wrapped up play on day 1, with South Africa being made to work hard for their 13th match win in a row over Kenya.
Kenya looking to create here with a turnover. Jambu popping it in behind, hoping it'll check. It will have just enough on it to stay in the field of play and sit up for Vincent Onyala, and Kenya are shot leaders through 5.5.
And look at this, touchline goes with one hand, no less. Inch perfect. Defender throwing off, and he goes, right, sir, thank you very much.
Oh, there was a millimetre in it to the good there. Try. Ekman. It is unbelievable. The feat that he brings to the fight.
Involved on many occasions. Look at that, absolutely sublime. And that's why they call him Spick Magic.
I don't know how you contain him. Full time here in Pool D's game 2. The score, South Africa 17, Kenya 12.
Kenya proved stubborn opposition again, with England eventually holding on for a nervy 12-5 win.
Glover getting through. Harry Glover! Has he got enough in the tank? Glover has to hold up the run. Now he clears it. Mr. Glover for Bibby. Try England.
Throws off the defence, out the right hand.
Full time, England 12, Kenya 5.
The final match of the day was an enthralling affair between England and South Africa, with just one try separating the two teams.
Can they hit the lead for the first time here, South Africa? Lovely hands from Heddle, who gets another. How on earth did he do that? What a thrilling way to round out day 2. South Africa finished top of Pool D. Full time, the Blitz box 19, England 14.
So South Africa finished day 2 unbeaten and top of the pool, with England securing the final quarterfinal spot. With the first 2 days of competition done, the knockout stages have been decided. There's certainly plenty of mouth-watering matchups. We're all set for a final day of adrenaline-filled action. The quarterfinals are coming right up. Welcome back to the highlights of the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series from Dubai. It's the final day and the knockout stages. So quarterfinal action. Olympic champions Australia take on Spain. France versus Canada. Defending champions New Zealand and Fiji. And finally, series leaders USA against Russia. Unbeaten Australia continued their dominance with a clinical 3-try win over Spain. Emma Tanagato adding a double to her impressive try tally.
Tanagato with a wonderful step and a switch. Oh, she's so good. Emma Tanagato. Australia, first team to book themselves into the semi-finals. They beat Spain by 21 points to nothing.
It was a tight battle in the much-anticipated clash between France and Canada, but 2 tries by Canadian Paquin helped seal a 19-7 win and a spot in the semi-final.
France haven't had a huge amount of opportunities as Landry goes again on the outside. The try scorer cuts in. Oh, look at that! Just burning them like toast. And it's Karen Paquin that gets a double here in quarterfinal number 2. The experience, Landry, Paquin, combining superbly again. Glorious for Canada. High fives. They beat France here by 19 points to 7 and booked themselves into a semi-final place against Australia.
Looking to bounce back from losing to France, New Zealand ran in 4 tries to take the win over Fiji and book their berth in the semi-final.
Get the ball for Walker with lots of space. Sweeper coming across. Walker's got that wonderful left foot step though. And Stacey Walker will bust up field for New Zealand and relieve some of the pressure on the defending champions.
Textbook stuff, Stacey Walker bouncing off the left foot, but it came from the hard work of the middle wing.
Really good performance for them as New Zealand take it 24 points to 10 to go through to the semi-final.
Bidding for a 3rd successive cup title, USA dominated in their quarterfinal clash over Russia. An impressive 5-try haul with 2 from Kirsch secured an impressive win.
Tapper working in the middle. Kelter stabs a little kick through. Rather, it was Doyle for Kelter to chase. Zurkova getting back. Kelter trying to get over the top. Ball squirts out through the middle. Loose from Russia. Intensity from the United States. They are through to another semi-final. Work to do yet, but job done here in the quarters. 28 points to 7.
Just 4 teams left, with Australia taking on Canada, and then a rematch of the Glendale semi-final with defending champions New Zealand against series leader USA. a 26-all draw between Australia and Canada in the pool stages in Glendale, the stage was set for an epic battle in the opening semi-final.
Canada looking for another one. Green shields for Landry. Landry's got Ben with her. Landry will go herself, stretching out. We are going try for try in the semi-final at the moment.
Once again, Ghislaine Landry, she's not setting up tries, she's scoring them herself.
Green rushing up on Farella, nice quick hands. It was clever from Farella, and it's given Landry some space here, and just Landry might go in, and that could be the one. Isn't the one? Will it be enough? Landry. And they are into the final. Smiles around. Canada 26, Australia 12.
Semi-final 2 promised to be a titanic affair with the top 2 teams going head-to-head. But it was New Zealand with the masterclass, running in 5 tries to secure a spot in the final.
Straight away to Stacey Waka, who has just been dangerous all day. Chris Thomas coming back at her. Thomas has got plenty of gas, so Waka will have to hold things up and look for his support. It's there in the form of Tui. Nathan Wong, they've got an overlap wide here if they can get it to Baker quickly enough. Shakira Baker, little shake and bake, trying to get around the outside of Tappers. Stayed in field, the hands from Fitzpatrick, and the ball there. Play on is the call, try, give it.
Backwards.
Nathan Wong with Nicole Eveland all over it. Oh, Nathan Wong, there is just green grass. And Tyler Nathan Wong can't believe it. That is a clinical performance from New Zealand. They will go and play for another title here in Dubai. New Zealand 24, the USA 7.
So a rematch of last year's final with the defending champions New Zealand taking on last year's runners-up Canada. In the bronze final, it's Australia and USA fighting it out for vital overall series points.
It's pumping here at the Sevens Stadium for our bronze medal in the women's matchup. Australia against the United States. Thomas has got Ember on the inside ball in a big wide line. Cheta Ember. The United States will take third place at the Emirates Dubai Rugby Sevens. 24-7 they beat Australia in the bronze medal match.
It was all to play for in the women's final, with Canada taking on defending champions New Zealand. Both teams dropped matches in the pool stages, but this was when it mattered.
The final is away off the boot of Ghislaine Landry. It goes down for Tui for New Zealand. World Rugby Sevens Player of the Year gets the first touch of the final. And now Kelly Brazier is going to go and try and catch this Canadian defence off guard. A tenacious defensive line for Canada, who were near perfect in their semi-final against Australia. Tui looks to get rid of Breesa and find some room for Williams. Williams has got Baker outside, and she'll chop back in field. Shakira Baker comes into contact with Pam Breesa. Gee, Breesa's strong. She almost ripped that away, the youngster for Canada. Still there though for the Kiwis. And Waka on Williams. Here's a matchup. Stacey Waka trying to find a little bit of room. Gets rid of Pakan, still going on the angle. She'll spin and go back the other way. Just keep going. Her teammates tell her now. Brazier. And the switch of play for Fitzpatrick. She's got Tui. Tui's got Waka outside her. It's difficult for Ben. Good work from Charity Williams, and then Breesa coming over the top. New Zealand keeping the ball alive again. Waka around the corner of Ben, and nobody stops Stacey Waka in the corner. The smiling assassin, Stacey Waka. Ben, who has quite literally put her face on the line, and she's put Pakan through a hole. Williams chasing, but Karen Pakan, she's got a great turn of pace, and they're not going to stop Karen Pakan from equalising.
What an outstanding response here from Canada.
Canada looking for a second try. Trying to get around the outside, stampede and stretching is Julia Greenshields. An unsung hero in the Canadian team. She's helped extend their lead. Here's Alina Say Saili onto the field, looking to take them on herself. Alina Saili chopping back and changing direction with a look of determination on the youngster's face. And now Brazier switches the point of attack back for Waka. Pecan flying at her. She gets rid of her though. Stacey Waka. Pecan rushed up. She missed Waka. And she needs no second invitation.
She just tears teams apart. Gets the fend out, but so light and so well balanced on her feet.
New Zealand, as the clock starts to play against them, they're going to have to go 85, 90 metres, and this is whose hands they want the ball in. Stacey Waka, they're going to chase her again. Landry coming back in, changes her mind, changes direction, holds up for the support players to come. Brazier, step, and then the offload once more for Waka. The slowest we've seen her run all week, but Landry shut her down. Ball pop for Tui, it's awkward. She wants to hold on to it. Now it's gone backwards. Oh, wonderful hands from Greenshields.
Turnover's good.
Fitzpatrick's winning back for New Zealand though. Ball one way, then the other. Tui wants to get on with it, straight up the middle. Yep. The penalty advantage for New Zealand. Broughton taking them on. She's got Saili. Broughton goes herself. Broughton is in. New Zealand going for it with 30 seconds to play. They left it late, but they finish it off. 17-14, New Zealand champions in Dubai.
So this is what it means to the overall standings, with New Zealand going top, just ahead of USA on equal points. Nothing in it between the top teams, and with France in the mix as well, this season is shaping up to be a corker.
Well, how about that game? Right to the wire. 5th title here in Dubai. First time ever back-to-back. Sum up your emotions for us.
Honestly, I'm just super proud of these girls. It's been a tough three to 4 months, just working hard, grinding at training, coming over here, with a few injuries with our girls back home, but everyone, the whole squad, the 23, the management, we worked so hard for each other, and it just showed, we weren't down, but we had the heart, we had the patience, and we knew we could back each other.
You mentioned the players missing, Harini, Woodman and Blythe, serious names on the World 7 Series. How impressive is it that these young girls are really stepping up?
Oh, it's incredible. Like I've said before, it doesn't matter who pulls this black jersey on, you're always going to play with pride, mana, and for yourself, your friends, your family, that name on the back, and especially the firm, the country.
And most importantly, always with a smile. Thank you very much, well done.
Thank you so much.
So New Zealand become the first team to successfully defend the Emirates Airline Dubai Rugby Sevens title. After the break, more dazzling action as we head to the men's knockout stages at the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series in Dubai. And so to the final highlights from the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series here in Dubai, the men's knockout stages. Some mouth-watering matchups for the men's quarterfinals, with old rivals France taking on England. Then a rematch of last year's final between New Zealand and USA, South Africa and Argentina, and finally unbeaten Australia against Samoa. There's always plenty to play for when old foes France and England go head-to-head, and this quarterfinal was no different. It went right to the wire.
Here's Will Muir. We're in added time. This is the final play of regulation. And look at the horse go. He gallops clear. Will Muir has won it for England.
And then look at the big man. Just no give up. The great right-hand fend.
England progress to the semi-finals. They've beaten France here by 19 points to 12.
Speed and accuracy were to the fore as the All Blacks ran in 5 tries in a convincing win over last year's runners-up USA.
Brilliantly done. Regan Ware, he'll run it in.
They shift the ball nice and wide.
The All Black Sevens remain unbeaten in Dubai. They've beaten the USA in the Cup quarterfinals by 26 points to 5.
As the only team to top their poll at every event last season, South Africa were going to be hard to beat, and a try by returning Speckman helped seal the win over Argentina.
Heddle with a clear run to the line. He's got way too much in the locker.
Wonderful vision, great execution. That's your outcome.
Full time. South Africa 12, Argentina 5.
The final quarterfinal saw an epic battle between the Aussies and Samoa, but 2 tries by Perez sealed an emotional 19-14 win for the Samoans.
Samoa still going through Scanlon. 4 out. Quick ball, surely they score. Yes, they do. Samoa have done it. They have shocked Australia for the first time in 7 years in a cup quarter-final, and this will mean plenty for the people back home. Full time, the score, Samoa 19, Australia 14.
So a historic win by the Islanders completes the lineup for the semi-finals, with England taking on New Zealand and South Africa against Samoa. It was a rematch of last year's semi-final, and New Zealand were looking for a repeat of their 2019 success. England had other ideas, touching down for their first try and setting up a nail-biter.
Lindsay Hay tries to outpace him down. Norton out wide, looking for the switch. It's delayed. It's delayed. It's delayed. But Dan Norton finds a way like he does so often.
Just persistence, Baker's all over him, dishes him off. Then Norton's pick-up, his knee lift, his pace. The man has done this consistently for England for 11 years. Scores once more. There's the big wave.
Again, the line speed's good from England, but the tackling not so great, and that presents Regan Ware with a dream run up the park to dot down the go-ahead 5-pointer. Who is going to break first? It needs to get an extra metre. Look at this! Look at this from Lassie! It was only on the play, and he walks away with the cash prize. 19 plays 12 in a match that could easily have been the final. It was that good.
In hot form, unbeaten South Africa were very much the team to beat heading into the second semi-final against Samoa.
Square and steady, please.
Speckman, Roscoe Speckman, no way! Clears it for Heddle, still going. Quick ball, Davids won't get a handle because Chris Dry does it himself, 1 in. They go up by 5.
Vantage screen.
It's back.
Vantage is over.
South Africa, Davids putting it ahead for himself. Selvin Davids chasing the bounce, and it's that kind of an afternoon for South Africa. Full time, 38 points to 7 is the score.
So, a New Zealand-South Africa final. Tantalizing prospect with both teams undefeated in Dubai. And England take on Samoa in the bronze final. Bronze final time, and it's not just pride to play for. Vital points and standings are up for grabs.
Lindsay Hay off the hip was Burgess. It goes out to the carpet. He can't hang on, but you know who can. Tafatu Soria. Samoa are back in front.
Look at the reaction time. He just had eyes for the ball. He is just so powerful.
Emery wants to go on trick here. He has Muir and Norton. Muir goes against using Norton and hot steps. He's way out of the tackle, got the crazy legs going. Excellent. And the try is on the board for Will Muir. Here though, it is Dan Norton and his men. Too good in the bronze medal game. Full time, England 19, Samoa 17.
Unbeaten South Africa were looking to end a run of 3 defeats against New Zealand in the final match of the Dubai Sevens.
Up he goes again, Curry. They bring it down, and this time around it's worked nicely off the back of the line out. They clear it away. It's a touch scrappy now. Baker is there to tidy up for his team. He gets iced on the way to the turf, and now they go to the boot. It's the hit and hope. So his Wapi's back and Speckman's with him. Speckman won't mind the open field running if he gets a hand on here. New Zealand working their way at the park, putting some work in at the breakdown here, but South Africa scoot back and get their hands on. Here he comes, Speckman straight at the line, and he spins his way over the top of Weber. Drive over for Oosthuizen. Has that gone forward? No. Play on's a call. Still here with Oosthuizen. Oosthuizen drilled by Baker.
No hands, no hands!
Slow ball coming back now. Peddle. Now in comes Speckman on the hard line. Shapes in. Then goes on the outside. Speckman kicks out another. Desperate for some support. Finally getting it bang on the 22. Davids for Heddle. Heddle looking wide now for Suozwapi. Suozwapi back in field. Getting closer and closer here, South Africa, but now the counter work from New Zealand forces the slow ball for Nell. Nell losing a handle. Nell where he gets it. Nell still going. No.
Knock on into the black player.
It comes to an end. Geordie Way says knock on.
Oh, wow, well, that says it all. Rua now absolutely spent, as are all the players. It is just a high-octane start in this final. I don't think his knee is right from that tackle. Rua now after that initial break. They've gone forward there, pretty tough call.
Yeah, for sure.
Scott Curry getting some attention.
There's a lot of
back there as well.
Your voice around to my ARs. Let's calm it.
Keep that man on the field. Scott Curry, co-captain with Tim Nicholson. Well, no score through 5 minutes of play. But it has been end-to-end, side-to-side. The defence of New Zealand holding strong for the moment. So too, South Africa right off the kick-off.
I think it's going to be a change in the midfield here. Adamson is going to come on. Rua now succumbing to the injury. Hopefully he's okay for next week. But this young kid, he is dangerous, Shawnee.
Another one of the pocket rockets that Coach Neil Powell can call on.
Crouch.
He has got a truckload of them.
Set.
Here we go, New Zealand scrum feed here. Baker away at the back, and in comes Weber on the hard line. He can't hang on. Speckman can. Speckman freeing it. Great pick up down low from Dry to Suozwapi. Suozwapi beats a couple. Suozwapi slaps away a couple more. Dry rushing the pass out the back. Heddle. Speckman is everywhere. He gets it back away for Heddle.
Backwards.
Back play on, and now it's rocking it out wide for Zane Davids. Zane Davids bulldozing his way towards the line. Coming back for the penalty. Heddle wants to go quick. Curtly Arensa now just slowing it up and getting the set piece ready to go. Here he comes out. Arensa dancing his way over the top of Baker. Heddle
off the foot.
Heddle for Oosthuizen. On the hard line comes Davids. He won't get it down. And somehow Scott Curry gets underneath, and it's still 0-0.
This is all about what's under the jersey at the moment for New Zealand.
No, it's not backwards. So he's played it backwards. So
Scott Curry has been amongst everything so far in this final. You thought they were in. He's been so good at these short hard lines with that one-on-one rap tackle. Absolutely brilliant. Doesn't get much better.
I saw Zane Davids today stomping his way through Samoan defenders, which gives you some idea as to how good New Zealand were there to hang on. They're not out of jail just yet. The ball's still with South Africa. Here we go. Speckman. That's a tough pass for Alensa. Heddle on the angle. Heddle wide for Suozwapi. Suozwapi is in. And finally, South Africa crack the New Zealand journey open. They're up by 5. We just found it was inevitable from the blitz pocket. Still with a blitz box. Arensa, how are New Zealand hanging on here? Can they repel them once more? Sunatla looking for drive. Sabelo Sunatla. It's the sweetest of nuts.
Phase after phase after phase, and in the end, just trying to get to the top.
Come on.
Calling for Mugabe Black out the back. Collier going round. New Stub into the play. New Stub delaying that one. And it's lost. And Sabelo is scrubbing it ahead. Sabelo Sinala. Sabelo Sinala. Going. And here is the gold medal for South Africa. Right there. He hits the mass. The Sabelo. He knows it's over. The final's over. And it's going to South Africa. South Africa back on top in Dubai.
So South Africa topped the table with a maximum 22 points. Runners-up New Zealand in second and England hot on their tails in third place. Just points separating the top 8 teams.
Sheikh Sawyer's Wapiel going out to the crowd here in Dubai. Incredible feat. 4th victory in 6 years here in Dubai. Tell us what you're thinking.
I'm actually out of words. I'm speechless. I'm just proud of the boys and just the effort they put in. And we said in the beginning of the week that we want to play as a team, and that's what we achieved this weekend.
And that team kept New Zealand scoreless for only the second time ever. Last time 19 years ago. How proud of you about the defence?
Yeah, I'm very proud. I think New Zealand was always going to be a tough challenge for us. I mean, it's a rivalry between the two countries, and I'm so proud of the boys. And we call ourselves a defence team. We're proud of our defence, and that's what the boys showed out there.
And you stood there for the anthem, hearing the noise around you. Everything South African rugby is touching is turning gold. How excited is that ahead of next week?
Yeah, very exciting. I think we can use this tournament just to prepare for next week. I mean, it was the first for the season, and I think the rust is off now, and we will be keen to play at home.
I'm sure you will. Get ready for that moment. Going to be magic. Well done to you and your team.
The Blitzboks head to their home event in Cape Town next weekend on top of the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. See you then.